Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome to this video. And basically I was on YouTube, I was watching a video, and I started thinking about NXT. I know a lot of the internet loves NXT. Personally, don't really care for it. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's great. It's there, I don't really care to watch. But that's more because I like the curtain being there. I like when the superstars come up to Raw and SmackDown. There's something new. That way, there's just more interest for them at first, basically. But, I started thinking, why hasn't the WWE actually made NXT the third brand yet? So hear me out for a second, okay? Right now, NXT is basically the training area. And that's all fine and good. Let's keep it like that. But way back when they had Raw, SmackDown, and ECW, that's basically what ECW was anyway. You had a bunch of young guys who it wasn't really room for on Raw or SmackDown, who were on ECW, who were getting over there and then coming up to Raw and SmackDown. And, I mean, guys this worked for. The Miz, John Morrison, Shelton Benjamin was on ECW for a little bit, I think. I don't know if he went up to Raw afterwards, but there was somebody else, Jack Swagger, to a lesser extent. I mean, he wasn't really able to get back over. But they had people who ECW was basically used to get them over. So why don't they do that with NXT at this point? NXT is the third brand. Obviously, it's beneath Raw and SmackDown, but that's fine. Because by doing this, you open up the possibility of, for one, the draft night being more interesting. Because instead of it just being, oh, will John Cena go back home to Raw? Oh, we could also get, is Shinsuke Nakamura coming to Raw to beat Finn Balor? We have stuff like that going on. Right now, the way it stands, we're going to have a bunch of call-ups at, would we even have them the night after WrestleMania? Would it be like that week after WrestleMania when they flood in? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, you'd have more interest in the draft. Because, again, say a guy like Bo Dallas. This is a guy who, for a while, was really over. He actually comes from NXT too. Now, right now, he's beyond floundering. Now, they could just use the draft as an excuse to send him back to NXT to where hopefully he can get a new gimmick, something. Because he needs something. I mean, I like Bo Dallas. He just needs something. But there are a lot of guys who are just kind of lost in the shuffle right now. And by doing that, you could replenish the NXT system, which has been kind of, not necessarily depleted because of the brand split, but it definitely has been hurt. And by doing this, you would allow more guys to be able to go back to NXT or to NXT if they've never been to NXT. Again, there's no reason not to at this point. The people who watch NXT, I'm sorry to say this, but most of the people who do are hardcore fans who make up probably got like 70% of the WWE audience right now. So what difference does it really make? I mean, I don't have official numbers to break down like, oh, Raw gets X amount of viewers and NXT gets NX number of viewers and the gap is T viewers. I don't have the numbers. But I'm just saying there's really no downside to it at this point. It'd give you more flexibility with moving superstars back and forth. It would probably increase the interest in NXT in general. And realistically, it would increase the spotlight on some of these guys. Because right now, I want to say NXT is basically guys who have been in NXT for a while and people who have been wrestling for a really long time. With guys like Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura, obviously. So, why not just do it? What is the harm? But that's all I have to say about this. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment with other things for me to talk about, because I would love to talk about other things. You know how much I love talking randomly for a long time for no reason. And peace out, home skillets.